Welcome to this course on voice acting, focusing on character voices for animation and game work. You've made a great decision by choosing to enroll, and I'm sure you'll benefit a lot from it.
I'm Peter Baker, an experienced voice actor and multimedia producer, and we both look forward to helping you get to understand all aspects of character voice work for games and animations and how you can record and edit in your own home studio, as well as give performances in external studios.
And I'm Katie Brodie, an experienced voice actor myself and presenter for a wide range of different projects. And Peter and I will be your hosts for this packed course.
Now, as well as you having full access to the HD videos throughout the course and the downloadable resources, you also have access to us. You can contact us anytime in the question and answer section of this course if you have any questions or concerns about voice acting or any of the skills we're explaining.
And the point of this course really is for you to identify what you're really good at and also what you could be even better at. And you'll meet a range of successful voice actors who can give you their own tips and tricks for their particular style of animation or cartoon voice. Plus, they'll give their advice on how to get started if you've never done voice acting before.
Now you've enrolled. After this video, you can start by downloading the documents to help your journey to success. These are the A to Z of voice acting. Every type of career has its own language and abbreviations, doesn't it? Now here's a very useful directory of terms, phrases and acronyms so you'll hit the ground running when you reply to clients, when you do online auditions or get directed in your voice booth or an external studio from the creative director. 2. How to get work as a voice actor. This packed 58-page PDF resource will help you to focus on contacting the right sorts of companies for your skills and talents. It includes many tips and techniques for getting noticed, as well as a directory of platforms and companies who can help you get voice work to kickstart your career or to take it to a new level. And 3, the Voice Acting Course Handbook. Students tell us they like to have a reference guide to what's been taught on our training videos. So this guide includes a full transcription of all the sections as an easy to navigate PDF file. You can download all 3 resources after this introduction video. To access your downloads, just go to the Introduction chapter, click on the button that says Resources, and you'll see the 3 files underneath. Click on the link and you'll get a dialog box for you to save it to your computer.
Voice acting. Getting to play various characters where you're never seen, but only heard. It's where you never get to put on costumes and makeup, but only by using the power of your own voice. You get to totally convince the audience that you are another person. Personally speaking, voice acting is great fun to do and can pay very well. What's more, as well as recording in various professional studios where you're with the clients and often with other actors playing the other parts, studio equipment these days is so good quality for the price. It's easy and affordable to set up at home. Together with decent internet speeds and with a carefully chosen area to record at home, you can be totally independent with your own recording facility. As it's audio, it doesn't matter what it actually looks like. In my old home, I've even recorded in a sound-treated part of my attic, which looked awful. There was old blankets pinned up everywhere. But clients only care about the sound, and nobody notices the visual aspects. As you get more work, you can improve the home studio and invest more in your business.
Okay. What kind of voice and skills do you need to have to get into this type of voice acting work? Well, it depends on the areas you want to work in, but certainly the need to lose any inhibitions is important, as well as flexibility, as is the ability to stay in character, and we have much more on this later. If you've done some acting before or done acting training courses, it will help you, but we assume for this course you're a total beginner, and that's no problem whatsoever. Let's start at the very beginning. There are 4 main areas to voice work overall. First of all, mainstream voiceover work. There's audiobook narration, animation and cartoon voice acting, and game voice acting.
For mainstream voiceover work, where you're simply called the VO or voice artist, we're talking about the full range of general scripts. You may get given a few different character voices in scripts that you're asked to record, And certainly you'll get a range of voice styles to read for various scripts like corporate video narration, promo scripts, commercials, training videos, awards ceremony scripts, and so on. But generally, it's all your own voice, and that can be a fine situation for many voice actors.
Now, with audiobooks, the character voice performances that you need to put on in fiction books are really a halfway house between the narrator's normal voice and a full character voice. After all, people know when characters speak in a novel, it's still a you behind the microphone. They haven't changed the voice. But you have to give at least a decent nod to the personality, the age and the emotions of your character that you're speaking at the time. Now, recording audiobook characters can be more challenging because of this. Actors in a theatre or TV drama can sometimes just play themselves because other actors are there to play the other characters around them. In an audiobook, you're actually doing everything. Now, in our other voice acting course at VoiceOver Masterclass, we delve into a lot more detail on audiobooks and work as a narrator, so check that out if you're particularly interested in audiobooks.
The third area of voice work is animations, or cartoons if you like. These can be either 2D or 3D animated films, usually aimed at children or young people, although you may get TV commercials using this style of work. And the voices here certainly aren't your usual normal voice, and you may need to perform a voice that's wildly different from your own. And stereotype voices and over-the-top performances are often needed. In work aimed at children, this zany, over-emphasised voice style is what's required, as children, particularly young ones, haven't matured enough yet to appreciate subtle nuances in acting. So many voice styles have to be exaggerated, similar to those in traditional pantomime theatrical style or kids' TV shows.
Absolutely. And finally, the holy grail of the voice actors world has to be getting work in video games. The industry that's arguably bigger than the movie industry these days. Sales of games are rising all the time, loads of new titles, most of them need voice actors of some sort. Now, they could be drama-type scripted affairs where you're assigned a specific character, or a load of weird voice noises that are needed in usually crazy retro platform games like hoo-wee, hoo-wee, ha-ha-ha, ooh, can't get me, and so on. Now, for the high-end dramatic game projects, what producers look for here are good actors, and we really mean people who can act. They can give stunningly realistic performances that can relate to the player, and the financial rewards can be as great as movie stars. Voice acting for the top-selling games is true, believable character acting, as if you were on a theatre stage or in a movie, and usually to a very high performance and technical standard. Now, for this work, quite often, trained stage actors find playing characters in radio plays or video games and so on not that demanding. And after all, it's the same work they do on stage or in front of the camera, but without all the faff of learning any lines, because you read the script, and without any of the visual elements, although some actors do perform the visual side of performance by wearing motion capture suits and act the lines while doing the movements that eventually end up as animated characters on screen. This is the so-called mocap technique. So if you see ads for mocap auditions, you'll know what these are. If you're starting out, look, don't worry about all this high-end stuff yet. There are plenty of new games that need a load of easier to perform stereotypical character voices and non-word noises or vocal Foley performances out there.
Another job that voice actors could be asked to do is for dubbing. This is where you're normally in a professional dubbing studio, where they loop the same piece of video again and again while you try to match the mouth movements of the actor you see on the screen. This dubbing process is usually needed when non-English films are turned into English versions, and it's a great skill to get this right. But with a professional dubbing studio and a good translator who doesn't just translate the sense of each line, but also the mouth movements correctly, it can be very satisfying, especially when your voice comes out of another actor's body on the screen. Later on, we'll show you how you can do dubbing at home using various software programs and Rhythmoband systems.
Yes, it's great fun working with Rhythmoband. By the way, you would not usually dub cartoons or animations unless the original was done in another language. work I've done a lot of in recent years. Usually if an English cartoon was being created from scratch, the voice actors would do their work first, and then the animators create the picture to the almost finished and timed soundtrack. It's not done the other way round, although I've had some clients who think it is. Oh, and if you're a fan of The Simpsons' Itchy, Scratchy and Poochie episode, cartoons are not broadcast live, as they are indeed a strain on the animator's hand. So, are you anxious that you don't know how to start off in the world of voice acting? Don't worry, I've been there too, so I know how you feel. When I started off doing voice work way back in the 1970s, it was extremely daunting trying to get work, and we didn't have the internet, of course, no inexpensive digital audio equipment then for home studios. Today, technology has made things much, much easier, but you've got to know what you're doing, and we're going to help you and guide you through every step of the way. We're going on a journey together, and we will be your guides. The destination is you getting established in voice acting with regular clients who respect you and will give you regular work that you'll enjoy and find it easy to do, mostly at home, using your own equipment.
As with every journey, we need a good roadmap to help us get there. Follow the road via the various checkpoints and we won't get lost, and we'll get to our destination of success. The checkpoints are important, as if you bypass them or ignore them to make the journey faster, you'll miss out on important aspects of the training and you won't see the results that you've been expecting. So, the roadmap is important and we'll travel it together via these all-important checkpoints of the course. At the end of each checkpoint, you need to take action to implement what you've learnt.
We'll start off by looking at all the different types of voice acting work out there and how you can practically get it and build up your income streams. Then we'll meet our first set of voice actors in their home recording booths who'll tell us their story and their secrets.
On our roadmap, then, we hit the road again and head towards the section on acting skills. How to make the script your own, character authenticity, and interpreting the script. Then sections on dubbing English character voices onto non-English original cartoons using both Premiere Pro and Audition. And we introduce you to the Rhythmaband system from Phonations.com to help to match up your mouth movements to the original actors.
Then we hit the road towards the next checkpoint, where we'll take you through the creation of showreels to entice clients to use your talents, or for agents to put you on their books. We have a section on the rates you should be looking for and all the minefields you need to be aware of so you don't get ripped off.
Have you got a home studio yet? We have all the advice you need to set up your first recording facility at home to save studio hire fees. But whether at home or in a posh studio with endless lattes and the cake trolley with the clients, here's how to take direction over your headphones in the voice booth.
But that's not the end of the journey. Our final checkpoint is to visit the curious and fun world of Foley work, non-vocal grunts, shouts, screams, or sometimes just subtle breathing sounds that are much in demand in the gaming world. We'll tell you how to record them well, give alternative takes, and even how to split individual files easily as well.
Imagine how you'll feel when you get to the end point on our roadmap and you start to feel more confident that you have the talent and knowledge to become a working voice actor with regular work. So, throughout the training, we encourage you to take action and make notes and do any suggested exercises, as that's the only way you'll truly make progress and get the results you want.
Now, just to let you know, Udemy have started asking students to leave a review quite early in the course. We do everything we can to create 5-star courses for you, but if you feel that it's too early to leave a rating just yet, then you can choose to leave a rating later. We really do appreciate your feedback. Now, when you do leave a review, if you don't feel it deserves 5 stars, then please leave a short comment to let us know what you feel can be improved or included in the course to make it a 5-star course, and we'll use your feedback to make any improvements. Thank you.
We look forward to hearing from you and the results you've achieved.
Indeed we do. So if you're ready to get started on our journey, download the course resources and we'll see you in the next video.